Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil lay inside your box now while the angels fly over my headstone.
We are back with another episode of the God's Hour podcast, hosted by your boy Big Serbs in this wonderful, beautiful, bird chirping place to be, the old town, the big O, La Merca Superior, Officio, Palace 81 Productions, powered and sponsored by your boy Presley. Stop licking yourself before you get a spanking, Buddy, don't make me do a good intro for you to fucking get spanked, buddy. Oh, and you're gonna run away, You hear the birds chirping? It's a beautiful day outside in suburbia, in the neighborhood. I had a good weekend, man. I didn't do shit but relax. It was it Stufful Comm Day? Did we talk about that? I don't think we talked about that. It was Stufful Comm Day. I played at the park. Seen the homie Allen. We did a cool mirror shiny trade. Caught like 230 fucking Stuffles and then like 17 shinies. It was cool. Everybody was out there. All the soccer players, all the mommies was out there. All the homies was playing Pokemon Go. I was playing. And it's so funny because I'm gonna drop the video for the Stufful Comm Day on Game of Serbs channel. And I'm like taking a piss in the restroom. And if you do this, you just a sick motherfucker. This dude was taking his shit in the fucking bathroom that don't got no door on it. No lock, no door. And anytime I see somebody's bike propped up like over the stall and shit like that, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker's taking his shit. If you take his shit in a public park restroom, especially one where crackheads get their crack smoke on, the booth cookers over there, this toilet that probably got cigarette dust shit, fucking PCP on PCP, this toilet that's straight out of a Hostel fucking horror movie. I'm playing Pokemon. I'm recording gameplay footage. And, my game is going and shit. So, you hear the ding, ding, and fucking the sound effects are going and shit. And as soon as I stepped in the restroom, this guy is like, I'm taking a 3 in here. And he's taking a 3 in here. He's like, I'm taking a 3, a 2, and a 1. I said, damn, this fool had the chili cheese beans with the chili cheese Fritos, dog. He fucked around and got one of them hot dogs from the 7-Eleven down the street. He rode his bike over here and almost shit himself, bruh. But I didn't say shit, bruh, because number one, I feel awkward talking to anybody in the restroom. And number two, I feel really weird if, like, you trying to talk to me while you shitting in a fucking toilet bowl, bro. That's number two. And so, homie's going number 3. He's like, oh, you playing Pokemon Go? He's like, go, Kakaman. I'm like, oh, fuck no, man. I got the fuck out of that restroom so fast, man. You never know over there in Ontario in the park. You never know what you're gonna find. You never know if you're gonna see crackheads, homeless people, the homie Joe, the homeless man with no teeth and his two dogs, two beautiful dogs. You never know if you're gonna see little kids on the playground cursing and shit, basketball players, soccer players getting down on the field. You never know, man. This shit can go down, bro, because in the old town, it go down. So that was Saturday. Sunday, I just chose that time to rest up, man. My grandma, she had her fucking... it was her birthday Saturday, so happy birthday to grandma. And like I said, I don't really like fucking hanging around my family and shit, so I just made her like a dozen cookies and I sent them her way as a birthday present. And my pops went to my grandma's. They had a whole little party brunch bullshit thing. I don't know what they had, cause I'm not kept in the loop. That's the thing, bro. Like if I feel like I'm being kept out of family things, that's really kind of where it was also. Like if you're not trying to be having me around the family, I'm not gonna be around the family. I don't give a fuck. Like it's just I don't give a fuck if you think I should be around you when you're not trying to be around me. That's not how this works, bro. That's not how life works. You fucking wrong somebody and then you wonder why they don't want to be around you. Big fucking big mystery there. Like, could we get what's that bitch Nancy Drew on the case? Could we get Sherlock Holmes for this fucking investigation detective work? Is that really something we should be talking about right now? No. So that was Sunday. I was just kicking it. I was making YouTube videos. I was fucking playing Star Wars Revenge of the Sith on my Xbox 360. I went and got it fixed. You know, the homie Armando, he's a mechanic at MTA. Shout out to you, Armando. You somehow made it on the God's Hour podcast because he cleaned my... Am I boring you, Presley, or are you just tired? You good? All right, I hear the birds. You good? He cleaned my Xbox. He sort of fixed my... he did fix the tray, but I think the laser and the thing where it senses... The little laser in the Xbox 360 that reads the discs, I think is fucked up, so I'm probably just going to have to end up buying a whole new Xbox 360, which is cool because I don't even think they're $100. So at some point, I'm going to get a new 360, like... That might be like my sixth one. I know I've gotten like 2 white Xbox 360s, 2 black Xbox 360s, and one, I don't know if it was the one where like, what was the one after the 360? It was a 360, but it was like remodeled where the hard drive was like in the fucking actual Xbox. Whatever that one was a gift from my sister's boyfriend at the time. He gave it to me. I let my homie borrow it and he just stole it from me. So Peter, if you listening and if I ever catch you in the street, I'ma whip your ass. I'ma fuck you up. I'ma break your bones. I pray Oya strikes your stupid ass with all her 9 lightning bolts. You fucking bitch ass nigga. So, as the weekend comes to a close, new week, new blessings, new topics. There was these Rihanna rumors that Rocky was cheating on her. I don't know why. The media has its head up Rocky and Rihanna's ass of the relationship so far. They're seeing the intestines and blood cells of the relationship. And apparently, Rocky cheated on Rihanna with like one of her fancy designers or something like that. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that so nice if we could just make up bullshit just to try to sell it like a tabloid? Yo, Twitter be the new tabloid, yo. The fucking where everybody got their cheeseman shit. Like, oh, Tom Cruise is cheating on whatever. And you see his face, he's all fucking like, and like, you know, it's just straight bullshit. That's what Twitter is. It's the new bullshit. Presley, if I have to keep reminding you about licking yourself, I'm going to throw you out the window and you can fly with the birds, buddy. How about that? You want me to throw you out the window and you fly with the birds? Fly, fly away. Presley's in the sky. He had all of his brown fur. He was... Remember that song? I'm like a bear. Ba-da-da-da-da. Serby's got a new studio. And bitches know how it go. Oh, then this fucking dude over here, he parked in front of my house. I don't know why. I don't know what the fuck my neighbors think they're doing. Fucking just... violating the tierra, bro. They have all this fucking space in the street, and then the niggas want to come and park in front of my house like they're the fucking UPS man dropping off a package. You Nicaraguans or whatever the fuck you is, bro, you gotta have more respect for the tierra. Y'all not raza, but you Latinos, so it's kind of like you distant cousins, but trust me, B, we could turn this fucking street into Nightmare on Riverside Drive, bruh. I swear to all my fucking saints in the clouds, bruh. So, Rocky was cheating, right? And the Fenty designer came out, dispelled the rumors, no. And can you imagine, like, that's like your fucking, you know, they made up some shit about whoever, like, that's just throwing Rocky, Rihanna, and the designer under the bus. I don't know the young lady's name. I'm sure she's a great girl. I'm sure she came up with a bunch of good shit for the brand. But that's lame, bro. I really hate the media. And now that I'm a part of the media, this is like, I don't even consider myself the media. This is Big Serbs. This is La Merca Superior. We are the upper market. When I say we, I'm representing me, my ancestors, my elders, and my people that stand with me. When I say we, I'm not talking about me and the Three Musketeers. I'm not talking about a gang. I'm talking about strictly the fam, bruh. The familia, la familia, eh? That's when I say we. So we, as La Merca Superior, we protect the tierra, fuck the media. And check this out. Rocky was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon at LAX, which is very interesting because I heard somewhere or something that he had a heads up, like they told him they were gonna arrest him and shit. I fucking wish the cops would fucking tell me if I was gonna get arrested for assault with a deadly weapon, but I don't know if he did it. I don't know what the logistics of the case is going on. I don't know if Rihanna has that much strength in the streets. She got that much juice out here where the cops are notifying Rocky that fucking, you know, he's gonna get arrested or some shit like that. But that's kind of like some G shit to be notified. Like, that's fuck. I wish I could have that fucking, what do they call it in Spanish? I wish I could have that type of masa to just be fucking, you know, notified when this shit goes down. You better be ready when this goes down. And speaking of when the shit goes down, you better be ready. Cypress Hill was on Drink Champs. Clap it the fuck up. Yes, I need to bring some sound effects in here. I'm gonna try to build the, you know, my sound effects up so we can get some sound effects, some air horns. Fucking you, nigga, you's a bitch. Fucking Geechee Gotti ad libs, Big Serbs ad libs. We're gonna have all that shit. Hands clapping, applause, boos, and cheers. And we'll probably have Presley ad lib too, you know, cause fucking. That's my dog, son. So Cypress Hill was on Drink Champs. They talked about everything. Their history, their come up, gang banging, street shit, music, shit. Everything, man. So I want to shout out B-Real, Muggs, Bobo, and DJ Muggs. I know that people might not be aware, but I had an issue with Muggs, a biting issue. When I have issues with these artists, it's not a beef, really. It's not no street shit. It's not when I see you, I'm gonna run down on you, really. I think at one time it was that in my mind, but DJ Muggs has an album called Death and the Magician, which is a reference to tarot cards. I have an album called The Sage and the Sorcerer, which is the zodiac signs. The Sage is Capricorn, the Sorcerer is Scorpio. So I felt that DJ Muggs, and I still kind of feel that he bit my shit. And I just kind of feel like Muggs is a biter because he hooked up with Crime Apple, and Crime Apple is, Slime Snapple. He's a real big biter too. I feel I kind of have more of an issue with Crime Apple. I really don't, I don't want to do anything to Slime, but it just is what it is. We're gonna have to take a walk. You know what I mean? We're just gonna have to take a walk real quick. So DJ Muggs, I feel like he was a little bit of a biter, but it is what it is. I really we'll just gotta have to talk when I climb up the ladder and get in the cielos with homie, because he's been a part of the culture. I don't want to disrespect anybody around him, because it becomes an issue with big artists like that. When you confront some of these bigger names and it becomes a big issue, other homies get called in the beef, like China Mac and AD. This is really what I want to talk about, and I'm glad I could talk about this now with the timing. China Mac had this idea where they were going to eat like $5 tacos and expensive ass sushi and just do a video like comparing the two with AD from No Jumper. AD apparently stole the idea and put it on No Jumper. China Mac puts AD on blast. AD responded saying that he don't know China Mac like that. He don't care. So what ends up happening is both of their parties get involved, just like regular street shit. And with the whole mug situation, I don't want to take it down. I don't want to fight him. I don't want to knock his old ass out. I don't want to be liable for shit like that, because niggas in real life be bitch made, or niggas around them be bitch made. I'm not saying Muggs. I'm just saying that where there's smoke, there is fire. And with the whole China Mac and AD situation, they scrapped it out. They fought. They put their dukes up. And this is how I know China Mac is telling the truth. AD was like laughing about the whole thing. It looked like AD fucked China Mac up. China Mac looked mad, bro. He looked like he was pissed, but they fought. They handled their shit, and it is what it was. And this is why I'm mad, because AD, he steals the idea, gets the clout and the videos. Fights China Mac, gets the clout for the videos. He had nothing to lose. China Mac, he got his idea stolen. They took it from him. And then China Mac, not to look like a bitch, he fights AD, which didn't resolve in nothing. So to me, it was a lose-lose situation either way for China Mac. And that's my position, I feel, right now with the whole artists biting my style, biting my shit. People, they have no originality. They want to steal your Bandcamp colors. They want to steal your album covers. They want to steal your ideas, your album titles. And I have nothing to gain right now from going at these fools. That's why I was really gung-ho about it a few years ago, especially with Slime. But that's neither here nor there, because it is what it is. When I get super big, when I get on these radio stations and we could talk about it more, we'll talk about it more. But I'm just giving y'all the breadcrumbs, the bits and pieces, tying it into the shit that's going on in today's world. And No Jumper gotta stop clout chasing, bruh. Adam22 is over here. He's soliciting gangbanger shit with his nerdy ass white homies. And shout out to the God Tier podcast with, Disaster and Lush One. God Tier, I don't know why they called it that. Has nothing to do with God, has nothing to do with battle rapping, really. To me, just going back to the idea stealing shit, it's just kind of lame, bro. It's really lame that, I'm not saying that they stole the idea, but I'm just saying, bro, like, this podcast started off as a nod to Lord Jamar. I wasn't going to name it the La Merca Superior Podcast, Palace 81 Podcast. It doesn't sound good. The God's Hour. Simple. You get what it is. We on God's time. It's the God's Hour. We giving it up to big guns upstairs, and that's just what it is. The God Tier Podcast has nothing to do with God, the Lord, blessings, none of that shit. Saints, none of that shit. But shout out to them anyway. If they want to just run with shit just to run with it, that's fine, bruh. But no jumpers over here. They fucking with pimps, prostitutes, gangbangers, rival gangbangers. Adam 22 got a... That nigga, Adam 22, he's rolling the dice, bruh. He rolling the dice on everything. Getting robbed, getting exposed for getting rim jobbed and shit like that. Like, I don't know what the fuck homie's on. But I respect him anyway for the work he did with Triple X Tentacion, the Suicide Boys interview. He's done a lot of shit that I like. But granted, you can't make everybody happy. You can't please everyone. And his direction, his idea, and his creative content is his. So for me to kind of like be an ultra critique and shit like that would kind of just be kind of foolish, So shout out to No Jumper, man. This isn't no shots or nothing like that. I don't want to do no podcast beef war because, I don't do this internet shit. The whole, I'm a fucking tough guy and fucking, and I'm gonna get at Freddie Gibbs and all these fucking big artists. I'm a big blood and all this shit, all this fake bullshit that these fucking kids have it in their imagination and their minds that they're these fucking gangsters is just lame, bro. Like, coming up in the street shit, I didn't come up in no crazy street shit, but just coming up, you couldn't be fake, bro. You couldn't you couldn't try to even facilitate that facade of an aesthetic or image, and that's just what it is. These kids, they fucking want to be weirdos, they want to have aesthetic, these kids are confused. And the whole world is upside down, bruh. Going back to Cypress Hill and Drink Champs, I really like the interview. Shout out to Nori and DJ EFN. Drink Champs, I felt like originally, I like the original episodes, like Raekwon, Ice-T, who else did they do? Jada, Styles, Fabulous. They would just get fucked up and ask questions, like funny shit. But now it's kind of like more professional, Snoop Dogg. They did the new Snoop Dogg episode. That was cool. So Cypress Hill, man, they're from Southgate. And my tia's from Southgate. I actually have a lot of family from Southgate. That's one of the things that I really salute Cypress Hill on, because they're the truth, man. They're not over here claiming this hood and claiming and whatever the fuck, and their story switches. They're from the OG era where you had to keep it real. So they said where they're from. I don't know the gang territorial shit over there in Southgate, but I don't know how the fuck they're bloods, because I heard that a certain street gang runs Southgate, like they have their own shit going on. So I don't know what part of South... They lived in a part of Southgate where it was a bunch of different hoods, so I get it, Not everyone lives in the same area. So Ruby Rose did this Big Facts interview. This is my first ever time seeing Big Facts. I don't know if it's a podcast or it's a radio. I don't know what, or if it's a show. But Ruby Rose was saying some interesting shit, man. I first seen her in a Bad and Bougie video. She's probably one of my favorite, yellow bone, red bone, light skin shorties ever. I really don't like her music. It sounds like she's trying to copy, all these Instagram females. They're just doing the same shit. They're fucking Instagrammers, and then they try to rap. Like, why? because I feel like women want to be more edgy, so they try to do like rap or appear to have like a street image. When it's like, I feel like Lotto does that best. I feel like Cardi B does it best. Megan Thee Stallion. So why even front? That's just my opinion, but I don't really like Ruby Rose music. I just, she's just a pretty girl. She says she recorded a song like 30 times. And that was like very interesting to me because the first time I ever recorded a song, I did it like 30 times. I hated my voice. It was so difficult for me, bro. I'm like, am I even gonna rap? Like, is this even like what I want to do? And now it's to the point where like I one take most of my shit. Like, I would either like, now it's to the point where if I fuck up, like I really fucked up. Like I don't I don't have enough water and I lose air in my voice or fucking a fucking truck goes by and honks the horn or some bullshit like that. Like, it really has to be something that really fucked me up. So I just thought that was really interesting. I caught some jewels, but also I caught some very, very interesting stuff that Ruby Rose was saying. She was saying that she wanted to date men with more money, but she hates rappers. So, like, what do you want to do? Like, date, like, a fucking engineer or something like that? Because let me tell you, Ruby Rose makes a lot of money, bruh. Ruby Rose, she's got diamond choker chains. I don't know if that shit's real, but bruh, she ain't hurting out here, bruh. She eating very, very, very good. She got the OnlyFans popping. She's got, I don't know what kind of brands she's being endorsed or she's doing, but I don't know. I just thought that was very interesting how women, they want to date men with more money, but they have like double standards in the whole shit. And realistically, that's not gonna happen. She said she wanted to date, like, I don't know if she didn't want to date famous people, or I don't know what she was implying. But it's like, the only way you can make more money than an entertainer is if you're just like a CEO or something. Just, I can't even really name fucking who makes more money than an entertainer, like brain surgeons or and I'm not trying to pocket watch or do none of this shit. I just thought it was really interesting because I feel like women are really lost today. Women, and it's not their fault. It's fucking where we at in society. What, like, women, it's all about their image, and women have to have like this super high fucking mega level of beauty to where if you're just normal, or if you're not making a certain amount of money and shit, you just a broke bitch, you're a thought, or whatever the fuck it is. Especially in the entertainment business. In the entertainment business, you cannot have a scratch on your record, because they're gonna find that shit, put you on blast, and make you look stupid as a motherfucker on these social media sites or like Fagademics with his bullshit. They're really good at making it seem like you're lesser than when you're just living life the way you want to live it. So Ruby Rose, I feel like she contributes to what is modern day prostitution. You're not buying pussy, you're not buying a blow job or a hand job, but you're buying explicit pictures. You're selling explicit pictures, you're selling explicit content. And it doesn't have to be sexually explicit, but even if you're in lingerie or feet pics or shit like that, you're giving a part of yourself to somebody for money. You're selling yourself for money. That's prostitution. OnlyFans is a gateway to prostitution, just like Sharp the P said. Shout out to Sharp. I want to get Sharp on the podcast at one point when this shit is big. I got my own shit because I want to ask homie some questions, because in Pomona, that's where Sugar Free's from. I want to get the meeting of the minds. Sharp to P, and Sugar Free. Nobody steal my idea. If you steal my idea right now, I'm gonna do brujeria on you. You're gonna be fucked. You're gonna be dick deep in the dirt with the worms, bitch. So, Ruby Rose, she's getting high in the interview, and I just thought that was boring, bro. Like, it just made me think about my first episode of the podcast. Like, yo, the fucking first episode of the God's Hour podcast was so bad. I just, it was really an introduction. Like, if you really never heard a podcast, I guess it was pretty cool. But I was just getting high and drinking. I was like, I wasn't even faded all the way, bro. I was just like chilling, but still, like, no energy, no sort of enthusiasm in the podcast, in my opinion. So stop getting high in your interviews, guys. Get high after. Make it like a fucking reward type shit. Oh, we're going to do this interview, do it professionally, and then we get high. She wasn't getting smoked out the whole interview, but it was just like she had a big old backwood and shit, just fucking smoking that shit. And it looked like she don't smoke that much, because I remember when I was smoking, nigga, I would smoke a whole blunt. And then I'll roll another one, and then smoke that bitch at one point. So... But she was saying something else that really got to me. She said that, like, something about, like, she doesn't like, she'll be in the studio and the energy will be off, or she'll have to keep re-recording and she'll have bad studio nights. I'm paraphrasing. You can't let the world affect your music, bruh. Your music is, and this is why I engineer myself, record myself. That's what I like. I think if I had a engineer I didn't know, or if I was paying for a studio somewhere else and I'm out of my element, that's where I think I would fuck up too. Because in here in Palace 81, I'm at home. I could stop this shit right now and we cutting the podcast off. I could record a whole album if I wanted to. I could, I could do a lot of things in my own comfort zone, and that's what makes the best music. When you just on social media, you absorbing shit, you're not in tune, you're out of your element, out of your comfort zone, that's gonna affect the music. You can't let the world affect your music. Or if you can't do these things, you can't have your own studio, you can't let it affect you either way, bro. You just gotta go in and you gotta say, fuck that shit, bro. I don't give a fuck about the world. I could care less about these bitches over here. They talking shit, or an engineer smells like shit. You gotta go in. You gotta focus. Cause with the music, bro, any little thing that is muddying up the E-Fi, anything that's causing a trip in the wire or breaking the circuit, it's gonna come out in the music. And you're gonna hear it. And you're probably not going to want to put it out. So I feel like as creator, I feel like Ruby Rose is a creator. Creators versus musicians. This is where we draw the line. Yeah, you want to post up in front of the 5th Street Bridge and you want to take a picture with your ass out. You want to make bikinis or pajamas. Or you just want to make TikTok videos all fucking day. That's great. You are a creator. More power to you. You are not a musician. You are not a singer. You are not a rapper. This isn't no shots to nobody. We gotta call a spade a heart, a spade a diamond, and a fucking clubs a 5 or 6. Right? Me, I'm a creator. I'm a musician. I'm an artist. That fucking painting hanging on my wall that you could see on any of my Herbs and Serbs videos, I made that shit. All these little Pokemon fucking plush dolls, whatever fucking monos you want to call them, you want to make fun of me, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. I put them all the way I wanted, exactly put them on my fucking dresser. My cover art, graffiti, fucking breakdancing. I'll pop lock and fucking pop lock on your bitch ass. We could battle right now. I'm a creator. I'm an artist. That's what I do. I'm a musician. I'm an artist. I rap. I sing. I fucking make dope ad-libs. I fucking could serenade your senorita, bruh. Because I'm an artist. Creators versus musicians. And then in that fucking the middle of that Venn diagram, boom, you got Big Subs, boop, artist. creators, musicians, artists, we gotta differentiate the three, because I feel like women like Ruby Rose is a creator. Women like Rihanna, she's an artist. Women like Hayley Williams, she's a musician. I don't know that much about Homegirl. I love her music. I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say she's a musician. I don't know if she's done painting or fucking TikTok videos or any of that shit. I just know her for making dope music as the lead singer of Paramore. She's a musician. I want to squash some more beef. Mach-Hommy. Buenos dias, ¿cómo estás, mi hermano? I had a little issue with Mach, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I felt like LP dissed my cousin Mufasa on that Pravda track by Euro Droog. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a 2-for-1 on this one. Euro Droog, we gonna squash that. Mach-Hommy, we gonna squash that. I have no problem with y'all. I fuck with the guy Fahim. Euro Droog is alright. I love Mach-Hommy. I have no problems with bruh, even though we kinda had like this little Cold War. It's over, bruh. At least on my end. I'm gonna give y'all a little grace period, because I know y'all got shit in the tuck. Y'all got bars talking about whatever the fuck, sneak this and shit. That's fine. We're gonna have a little grace period. You know, Mach, I really respected Mach at one point. You know, I still respect him now, you know, for all he's done and shit for the raza. I love that song with Sick Jackin. Mach just did some kind of like funny shit, you know, and I seen his character. I see him for what he really is, not this mysterious aesthetic image that he tries to portray. I'm not knocking the next man's hustle. You do what you gotta do. Hey, if you know what I mean, it's just, bruh, if whatever you want to do, I'm good with, bruh. But disrespecting the dead like Capital Steez, like leaking other people's songs on the internet and shit when they're supposed to be on their album, I don't know, man. I don't know about leaking songs. You know, that's a whole different conversation. But disrespecting the dead, that's why I had that line on CSI, bruh. This is my Capital Steez. Shout out to Jack the Rhymer. You can't be doing shit like that, bro. That's kind of like my biggest thing. And then Euro Droog with facilitating a song with LP. I felt like he dissed my cousin. But let's just say y'all did feel like I dissed y'all first on flows and schemes and shit like that. Either way, don't put my family's name in your fucking mouth or your raps, because this shit can get scary for some of y'all, bruh. LP, be careful, bruh. Cuídate. Because trust me, bro, if I ever hear my cousin's name out of your mouth again on the record, I'm gonna know it was on purpose, and I'm not gonna address you through the raps, bro. I'm telling you right now, there's gonna be consequences. And that's just that. I love Mach-Hommy. I love the guy Fahim. We could squash it with everybody else. I'm gonna give y'all a grace period. And that's just what it is, man. I was gonna bring up a whole story and fucking chapter 1 and 2 and all this shit. It's very simple. It's a very simple thing to understand. As a fan, I want y'all to understand I have no problem. I have no beefs with no creative artists, because we all come from the same area. That's what I don't understand. Aren't we all trying to make it out and feed our fucking families and take care of each other like real niggas do? Is that not what the fucking whole end game of this shit is? So why fuck that up? Why just throw it all out the window like a fucking a shitty diaper or something like that, right? So I'm good with y'all, man. I'm good. I don't want to speak any more further on that. Y'all good. You're straight. I love you guys. You're the best. Keep making music. Don't mention my family's name. We're gonna have problems. There's gonna be a grace period. If I feel violated after this grace period, it's gonna be more than raps, bruh. I'm telling you, it's gonna be something else. Nobody wants that. You're the best. Love y'all. Te amo. Familia, raza, respeto. Respect what respect do and disrespect where it ain't then. Man, I had to get that one off for sure. I'm 6 months sober, bitches. By the end of the week, on the 31st, 6 months. Presley, we're gonna party, buddy. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Me and Presley going to party on Hollywood Boulevard. Me and you. Party on, party time. Fuck yeah, bro. We gonna get hats. We're gonna get poppers with the confetti. We're gonna get fake champagne. We're gonna buy fucking cases of old duels. And we're just gonna Stone Cold Steve Austin beer can bashing our way into sobriety, bro. Because I never thought we would get to this point. The most I've ever been sober, bro, was a whole month. Off of anything. I was never really a drinker when I was a kid, but I gave up weed for Lent. And it's funny because now I'm sober now. I'm just sober. And I feel like the irony, I gave up weed for Lent as a kid, as a teenager for God. And now God blessed me with sobriety. I never thought I'd get to that point. I was tired of getting high, bro. I really was. I was tired of going to janky places, fucking weird, sketchy ass places, spending like a third of my check or half of my check every fucking month or more than that on mota, on drink. And I'm free, baby. I'm sober as a clover. So give it up for your boy. Yeah, woo! It's your boy, Big Sober Serbies. Biatch. Moon versus Swave Sevah. And this shit gonna be way clever. That was some dope shit, man. I never seen Moon battle before. Versus Swave Sevah. I give it a Moon, man. 2-1. You know, Swave choked like fucking pretty much like all 3 rounds, I feel like. Moon fucking like choked like maybe 2 times, but he got it back. Swave jerseyed that shit, bro. Like 2 rounds. And he had the nerve to say that he won. Swave, you did not win that battle, bruh. Y'all gotta stop capping for your homies like some fucking cheerleaders. You gotta keep it real, bruh. That wasn't it. You can't let them slide, bruh. Y'all can't be New Jersey twerking your homies, man. You gotta sit them down and say, bruh, you took a super L. Now, what is you gonna do? You gonna accept it or reject it? Because if you reject it, you're gonna face another super L very soon with that attitude. Or you're going to learn for it. You're going to accept it. In the next battle, boom, you're going to be right back at it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Fucking Swave Sevah. I come through severing waves. Just fucking with Swave. You know what I mean? Come on now, bruh. I respect Swave, man, but you got body by Moon, bro. Moon, old as fuck, bro. Moon look like he could battle Big Daddy Kane right now, bro. And it'll be a classic, bro. So, AKA Mooney D, he beat the shit out of Swave, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. And why this homie got the shotgun in the middle of the battle? Hey, yo, ARP. Yo, bruh. I love RBE. But why you got homie with the shotgun right there? I hope them shits was beanbags loaded in that bitch, because I feel a little weird about the homie having a shotgun while I'm trying to rap. This is rap. If you want to have the 380 on the low like fucking, what's his name, James Bond, do that, bruh. Keep it in the boot like a fucking cigarette. Like a bag of kush. But when you got the shotgun, when you got the slam, when you got that bitch loaded like that, like if you fucking, what's his name from Walking Tall? I don't know his name, but the remake with The Rock, it's just weird, bro. It's kind of like aesthetically, it's, yeah, you might look tough. Yeah, you might think it's cool for the cameras. But I'm like, yo, the homie got the pump stick, pause, ready to go. Why? Where was you at? What I want to know is why and where was you at? Because if you over here, like in the jungle, on O Block, I get it, right? Gotta have it on you. You never know what the fuck could go down. If you're in a fucking in a parking garage of the fucking Holiday Inn Express. Why you did that? They could have called the cops. Fuck if you had a permit. They could have broke the whole shit up, is what I'm saying. We've seen this before. Rap battles open in the park or whatever. The hoodas come around. And then fucking, it fucked up the battle, bruh. Visually and literally. So, shout out to ARP. He's over here doing the straight to it things and shit like that, which is... It's kind of a copy of the Smack Volume series. And that's another thing, too. These leagues got to stop beefing with each other over bullshit. I don't know what it's for. I don't really care. But they got to stop. If y'all made like a RBE versus URL versus RBE, or like even like a, RBE and Smack versus KOTD and GTX or you know what I mean? Like, it's just more money to be made with each other than petty bullshit. That's why I'm squashing this whole shit with the homies, because it's like, I don't want y'all to feel like any sort of way about me. I don't want you walking with 10 goon niggas with guns on you, like if you're really gonna get run down on. Y'all are good, y'all are straight, bruh. It's nothing. This whole petty shit where we get at each other over bullshit is not the wave. It's not the wave. Listen, man. If I'm trying to be... You can't flex on a nigga that only want the best for you. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I just want the best for you and you over here trying to throw it in my face, it just looks bad on you, because I see the shit and I'm just like, okay, well, that shows me a lot about who you are as a person, because I'm standing back, like, looking at this shit, looking at everything, right? I love some people that I've vocally critiqued or said my piece about, but that's all it is, bruh. You don't have to fucking throw it in my face. You don't have to throw any kind of success or money or image in my face, because I don't care, bruh. If I feel a kind of way, I'm gonna speak about it, either personally with you or on a podcast. And that's just what it is, bruh. But going back to this league shit, right? The leagues, man, y'all gotta piece it out. If nobody got eaten, if nobody was fucking each other's bitch, if nobody got shot at, nobody got killed over this shit, squash it. Why? Why they gotta be problems with RBE and Smack? Wasn't ARP at Smack events? Why are there problems with KOTD and Smack? Wasn't Organic at Smack events? Wasn't Smack at KOTD events? Just something to think about, bruh. I feel like I'm getting old, man. Not physically, mentally. This shit is getting old for me, bruh. I'm an old man in the mente. Brownsville Ka. I may have said some shit. I might have felt some way about this shit. We good, bruh. Let's do a song. Mach, let's do a song. Fahim, let's do a song. It's that simple, bruh. I got love to give. I have no room for negativity. No room. I'm not being around it, not facilitating it, not accepting it. We good, bruh. That's just what it is. Gabriel Iglesias celebrates 25 years of comedy by doing 2 shows at Dodger Stadium. Yes, the raza is here, eh? I think it's gonna be filmed and it's gonna be on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure those fucking tickets are expensive, but good for him, bruh. I remember seeing Gabriel Iglesias on Telemundo, on Comedy Central when he was fucking a kid, bro. When he was barely a young adult and shit. So seeing him come this far with his trajectory, and he's still like the king of Mexican comedy. Not maybe even Latino comedy. I haven't seen too many Latino comics George Lopez was the ultra king, but he fell off for a minute. No shots to George Lopez. I love George Lopez with all my heart, but he passed it off like a baton to Gabriel Iglesias. Carlos Mencia was around, but he's not Mexican, and number one. And number two, he's a super joke thief, so whatever. And his shit ain't even good anymore. I don't know if I've seen some shit, but it's not good. He was just stealing Paul Mooney's shit and whoever, right? So Gabriel Iglesias is playing at Dodger Stadium. Shout out to the homie. That's right there in the hood. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Shout out to him. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a great show, and I'm looking forward to it. Spiderman. They fucking censored the Spiderman homophobic joke where he said, "That's a cute outfit. Did your husband make it for you?" or some shit like that. And they censored it? Are you fucking serious? How is that homophobic? It's a joke, bruh. So Will Smith could smack the shit out of Chris Rock for a joke, but they censor that shit all on the fucking broadcast in whatever Australia, whatever the fuck it was at. That's lame, bruh. So we can make racist jokes, but we can't make gay jokes. God forbid you make fun of a fucking a Finook fucking filleting fish or whatever the fuck. God forbid, you fucking you step on the toes of a gay man. But when fucking black people are getting shot in the head 40 fucking times by a white man, when a Mexican is getting stomped out, getting fucking, shot by a white man, it's okay. It's all right. We've seen it a million times. We desensitized. What the fuck is going on, bruh? You can't censor Spider-Man. Spider-Man's not homophobic. Isn't he like gay in one of these new comics that they coming out with? They try to make every superhero gay now. That's what I'm hearing, bruh. That's what I've been seeing. They want to make a gay Superman, gay Spider-Man, gay Batman. How about we just make one gay superhero and he just represents for his homies, and then we get like a super lesbian chick. Let's make Catwoman a super lesbian so she gets more pussy, and fucking we'll do that first, bro. Cause the only gays I'm fucking with is the lesbians, bro. I take that back. I love all gay peoples, the whole community, the LGBTQ, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. I fuck with y'alls, but when you try to force that shit on me, like I said, the brujeria shit comes out, and then you see the dog for real. But shout out to Catwoman. I think she's a sexy mamacita, especially in the new Batman movie. Rick Ross was on the Breakfast Club, and he was saying, Angela Yee asked him why he left the 85 South show, and he said he was all smoked out. He took a call in the restroom, and he just left. He said he was in the zone. I don't know what that means. That was very unprofessional. He just left. And it was awesome that they clowned him for leaving and shit. The 85 South show with Carlos Miller. I think Chico Bean and DC Young Fly were in that episode. I could be wrong. That was an old episode at this point. But that's very unprofessional, bruh. I don't understand why, as rappers, you feel like you could do whatever, be fucking 3 hours late to interviews, just leave interviews. Like, that's the wave. Now motherfuckers are just gonna leave their interviews and shit. I don't know why. I don't know what the deal is, but I just thought that was kind of whack, bruh. The LAPD officers that back in 2017, they let a robbery go by while they were fucking catching a Snorlax, which at that time, Snorlax was a very, very rare spawn. It's a rare spawn now. Snorlax, really, you can only get Snorlax through the shadow forms, through the Team Rocket Go Grunts, which is a rare spawn in and of itself, but at that point, Snorlax was popping out like the fucking, when a gopher sees his shadow, like the groundhog, bruh. So I think it's funny that the LAPD officers, they try to appeal their termination and it got turned down, because it's like, bruh, if I can't play Pokemon Go at work why, as a police officer, do you feel like you can do that? That's how corrupt the LAPD is. They're moving guns, selling them to gangsters. They're catching Pokemon. They're doing lines of Coke and Jack Daniels on the job. And it rarely gets out. So this is cool. I think it was really cool that Pokemon Go got some shine, got some clout from the LAPD fuckery. Y'all know how I feel about the LAPD. I'm pretty sure most of them is good people. But all it takes is a few bag eggs to fuck up the omelet, bruh. And that's just what it is, bruh. I just thought that was funny. And they said they were doing a Togetic raid, bruh. Ah, you fucking idiots. How do you not know? How do you not think that fucking everything is recorded, audio and video in fucking 6K at this point, bruh? How do you not know that shit was gonna happen to you? These fucking idiots, bruh, playing Pokemon Go on the job. Straighten the fuck up, man. This was for the fans. And I hope that y'all love the broadcast. Like, share, comment, subscribe. You already know the daily. Subscribe to Herbs of Serbs, Game of Serbs, and Big Serbs. If you want to see more Mach-Hommy content, food reviews, fucking gameplay reviews, I'm going to come out with Dead Rising 2 shit, Assassin's Creed, Spiderman, you already know the daily, bruh. This is for the fans, but more importantly, this is the God's Hour.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wear the Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my headstone.